Welcome to This Beautiful Struggle. I'm Casey. I'm your host. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be doing a little one-on-one, getting to know me a little bit better, and I'll be assisted by Erin, but you won't be able to see her because this episode is all about me.
Welcome to This Beautiful Struggle.
I'm excited about it.
We finally have gotten to a point where we're just ready to share unfiltered our lives. Infertility is tough. Adoption is tough. But then even talking about like me losing my dad, you losing your mom within a couple of years of each other, our kids losing grandparents, your career and my career, and then making the ultimate decision to move to Nevada and what that looks like, moving away from all of your friends and family and all of those things.
Hopefully people can resonate with our story and just letting people know that they're not alone.
It's not the norm, and infertility is something that people don't ever want to talk about. Our family is such a hot mess, Express. I mean, it's just what it is, right? Like, so we don't have to front anymore.
It's been a long time coming. So, Erin is going to ask me some questions, and I'm going to give you some honest answers.
Awesome. What's your name?
Well, my birth name is Kittrell, but I've noticed that people have difficulty pronouncing that. So for the longest, I've just told people to call me KC, which are my initials.
Where were you born and raised at?
I was born and raised in Oakland, California.
How many siblings do you have?
So I have an older sister, and I do have a stepbrother and a stepsister.
Were you raised by your mother and your father?
So I was raised by a single mother. My father was not in the picture at all. I've had contact with him, but I don't really have a relationship with him.
What do you do for your career?
I'm retired. I was a police officer in California for 18 years, but I'm no longer doing that job. I'm retired. So right now I'm just enjoying the good life and being a full-time dad.
What was your best memory in being a police officer?
My best memory would probably be there was a car accident and there were some kids that were trapped in the car. So when I got there, I was able to help extract them out of the car before the car actually caught on fire. So that would probably be my most memorable moment, a memorable good moment, I should say, from being a police officer.
What was your least memorable moment?
My least memorable moment was in 2009. I was at work when 4 police officers were killed in a line of duty. I was actually one of the first officers that responded to the incident, and I actually performed CPR on one of the officers who lost their life.
How has being a police officer shaped you to be who you are today?
Well, being a police officer, you really get to see the good and bad of society or humanity, however you want to word it. Because no one calls the police when they're having a good day. They only call when something bad has happened. So you're coming into contact with people who are sad, they're angry, and you're having to deal with just this wide range of emotions every day, dealing with other people's problems. And sometimes it can get wearing because all you're doing is dealing with other people's emotions and their issues. And it's never, very rarely is it something good that people are calling the police for, because let's just be frank, nobody calls the police because they want the officer to come and have a glass of lemonade with them.
What's your favorite way to relax?
Well, I like to sleep, and I like to relax by, I like watching movies, but very specifically, I like watching documentaries. That's kind of my thing. So I find that very relaxing, learning about history and things of that nature. So that would probably be what I like to do to relax.
What did you do after you graduated from high school?
After I graduated from high school, I started going to a junior college, and I went there for about maybe 1 or 2 semesters, but I was just in a funk, and it was just like, this is not what I want to do with my life. So I joined the Army, went to boot camp at Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri, and that's what I did after high school. I joined the military.
What's your favorite part about being a dad?
Honestly, I just like that feeling you get when your kids are, when they haven't seen you for a little while and they're extremely excited to see you. That honestly warms my heart. I love that feeling when I used to come home from work and they would run up to me and be like, "Oh, daddy." So I love that. That's honestly my favorite part.
What's one small thing that always makes you smile?
You know, honestly, just where I've come from and to see where I'm at now, seeing how I grew up is a complete 180. So there were a lot of things as a juvenile, as an adolescent, that I didn't get to partake in, that I didn't get to do, that I didn't get to experience, that I can do now. And that makes me smile. I remember when I was a kid, I never got to go to Disneyland. I didn't go to Disneyland until I met Aaron. And I was what, 25, 26. So the first time I went to Disneyland, I was 25. So just things like that I didn't get to partake in, and now that I get to do, it brings a smile to my face. And the fact that we're able to allow our kids to do those things, some of the things that I didn't get to experience when I was a kid, now that my kids can enjoy that and do that, that brings a smile to my face.
What's a good show that you love to binge watch?
Well, I like to binge watch a lot of shows. I mean, honestly, I think that's kind of how we watch TV now. We just record something on a DVR and we'll just watch the whole season. But I know Aaron and I, we binge watch Power. I know we binge watch Ghost. And I think we watch a lot of like reality TV shows we like to binge watch, like Survivor or Amazing Race or Big Brother. We watch that. So those are shows that we can just record and we'll just watch them back to back.
What's one word your best friend would use to describe you?
Consistent.
What do you like to drink?
Well, I like to drink water. I also like to drink, and I assume you're talking about alcoholic beverages.
Yes.
Okay. I think my favorite drink, and it's been like this for a while now, is I like Disaronno and mixed with ginger ale. That has been my go-to drink, I think, for a minute. It's very smooth. It almost tastes like cream soda.
Are you a morning person or a night owl?
I am definitely not a morning person. I definitely prefer to be up at night than being up early in the morning.
What is your guilty pleasure?
My guilty pleasure, huh? I like pasta, and more so than like candy or sweets or sugary things like that. But I love, like, I'll eat a bowl of like chicken Alfredo before I'll eat a candy bar any day. But that's just me.
What's something you're still learning about yourself?
I'm still learning that I need to be more open to other people's opinion. And that's something that I'm working on, that I need to get better at, and trying not to be so close minded.
If you could have dinner with any three people, living or deceased, who would they be and why?
Oh, my grandmother, my mother, and your father. Why? Because I feel like they have so much knowledge that they could pass on to me. And I miss them dearly every day. And all three of those people had such a huge impact on my life. I couldn't imagine having dinner with anybody else than those three people.
How do you find strength during difficult times?
I find strength in knowing that trouble don't last always. And you have to keep pushing forward, because the alternative, which is to give up, for me, it's just not an option. So I have to keep moving forward. I have to keep trying to do better and keep living my life, because one is just not an option. And I don't think God wants that for me, to just give up on myself or give up on my life. He wants me to have faith in him and know that he is going to lead me through any rough situation. He is going to hold my hand and lead me through it. So that's what I think in the back of my mind when I'm going through a tough situation, that I need that I need to get through, knowing that God is there with me and that I have no other option but to keep moving forward. So that's going to wrap it up. I hope you enjoyed this episode about me. I hope you learned some things about me that you didn't know. Please reach out on our Instagram and on our website and share some things about you that we might not know about. Thisbeautifulstruggle.com, and we'll catch you on the next one.